Coming up, the Jing Si Abode in Hualien, Taiwan holds its monthly distribution on behalf of care recipients. We take a look at how Tzu Chi volunteers celebrated Jing Si Books and Cafe's 15th birthday in Malaysia. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Hualien. Thank you for joining us. Hualien's Jing Si Abode held its monthly distribution for care recipients on October 6th, with Tzu Chi volunteers inviting seniors from Zhu He community to join them. The seniors seized the occasion to tour the Jing Si Abode, learning about Tzu Chi's history and principles.
Shortly after sunrise, several dozens of Tzu Chi volunteers were already busy harvesting sweet potato leaves and chayo greens at Ling Shouxia's vegetable garden. These vegetables are to be the ingredients of the lunch served at the Jing Si Abode.
We will bring the vegetables back to the abode and enjoy them with the grandpas, grandmas, and everyone else at the Jing Si Abode.
In the early morning, on the day of the monthly distribution at the Jing Si Abode, Tzu Chi volunteers busily prepare food in the kitchen. As volunteers peeled and washed vegetables, the atmosphere of a family reunion could still be felt here, even though Mid-Autumn Festival has passed. As the monthly distribution happened to coincide with the day when Zhu He Community Development Association invited seniors to enjoy meals together, Tzu Chi volunteers invited the seniors to join them at the Jing Si Abode.
Tzu Chi provides us with resources. If our seniors can be healthy, the Tzu Chi volunteers will be very happy as well.
Coming to the Jing Si Abode for the first time, Zhu He borrowhead and residents joined Dharma Master DaAi's guided tour.
Let's pray for Taiwan, all right? Let us put our palms together. May Taiwan have favorable weather conditions and may its people be prosperous and peaceful.
I felt deeply touched listening to the Dharma Masters. I've learned a lot, so I think this trip was truly worthwhile.
Participating in Tzu Chi's monthly distribution, the seniors not only felt familial warmth, but also witnessed how love and compassion can work wonders in alleviating suffering.
Just before the National Day Long Weekend began in Taiwan, a hardware store in Bali, New Taipei City, caught fire. The storefront at the bottom and the residents on top of the 5-story building were burnt completely. As the victim is a contributing Tzu Chi member, 60 shifts of volunteers were mobilized on each day of the long weekend to help with the cleanup.
This 5-story building in Bali, New Taipei City was burned completely right before the National Day weekend. The hardware store at the bottom and the residents on top were completely lost.
The damage was restricted to this building only, but basically the first to the 4th floor were torched completely.
After the blaze, local Tzu Chi volunteers immediately came to offer their support. At the request of the homeowner, they mobilized 60 people to help clean up the mess.
The victim is a contributing member of Sister Mei Hui. We are here today for community service. The victim ran a hardware store, so we cleared away a lot of burnt plastic and metal scraps.
Working through the charred remains, the volunteers did their best to clean. A freshman in college has even joined his mother in doing the good work.
It was tiring, but the work was quite meaningful. After we were done, there was a sense of accomplishment, which made us all very happy.
Always ready to help a neighbor in need, all people have to do is call on their local Tzu Chi volunteers when they need a helping hand.
A key figure in making the Nepal Tima chapter a reality, Dr. Shavir's Giwali recently visited Taiwan to attend the annual Tima convention held in Hualien at the end of September. While here, Dr. Giwali took the opportunity to get his knee problem checked at the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital. Experiencing Tzu Chi's humanitarian medical practice for the first time, Dr. Giwali can't wait to get back to Nepal to further Tima's medical outreach in his country.
The day after Dr. Sarvesh Giavali's arthroscopic knee surgery at Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, Deputy Superintendent Xu Rongyuan paid him a visit to check up on his recovery. As Dr. Giovanni and Dr. Xu worked together during Tzu Chi's post-earthquake relief in Nepal earlier this year, this was like a reunion of old friends. At the end of September, Dr. Giovanni came to Taiwan for the annual TIMA convention and also took the opportunity to deal with an old sports injury of his left knee at the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital.
Dr. Giovanni has limited time here in Taiwan as he needs to return to Nepal to do many more things on behalf of Nepal TIMA and Nepalese in need.
This was actually the first time for Dr. Giovanni to receive a surgery, and although far away from Nepal, he feels right at home surrounded by the professional medical staff and the love of Tzu Chi's Ida mothers.
This is a wonderful opportunity for me to be an inpatient here and see how things go. And I see love and care in all of them. And maybe I hope someday we'll have a hospital like this in Nepal.
This trip to Taiwan for Dr. Giovanni has been very enlightening. Not only has he learned more in depth about Tzu Chi's medical practices, but has also experienced it for himself. Dr. Giovanni looks forward to returning to his country to serve those in need on behalf of Nepal TIMA.
Tzu Chi care recipient Li Daoyuan of Caotun, Nantou has suffered from vascular malformation since junior high school and is now wheelchair-bound. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, however, Li has thrown himself into the world of drawing. Amazed by the level of Li's artwork, Master Jingyan encouraged him to keep drawing and also asked Daling Tzu Chi Hospital Deputy Superintendent Chen Jingchen to give Li a health assessment and possibly further treatment in the future. Around noon, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived in Caotun Township, Nantou, to pick up care recipient Li Daoyuan before visiting Dr. Chen Jingchen at the Tzu Chi Mingquan office in Taichung. Due to a vascular malformation, Li Daoyuan has been confined to a wheelchair since junior high school. In spite of his disability, Mr. Li still lives life to the fullest by creating artwork using needlepoint pens. Impressed by Li's artwork, Master Jingyan not only encouraged him to keep on drawing, but also hoped Daling Tzu Chi Hospital Deputy Superintendent Chen Jingchen could help Li.
He suffers from spinal problems. However, his previous examinations didn't look into that. If he needs to have a health check, we need to give him an MRI of the spine first.
As Li Daoyuan's too weak to undergo an invasive health screening, therefore he will be transferred to the Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital for a more simple checkup.
I hope a miracle will happen. I don't expect to walk again. All I hope is better health and that my condition doesn't worsen.
Although unable to sit straight for long periods, Li Daoyuan still insisted on arriving at the Tzu Chi Mingquan office early, where he waited patiently for Dr. Chen to finish his speech. With Tzu Chi volunteers by his side every step of the way, Li looks forward to his upcoming health screening and some possible good news. In today's look at Tzu Chi's school rebuilding project in Hualien, Taiwan, we turn our attention to Jiaming Elementary School in Hualien Township. Though designated as an evacuation center for the surrounding Turruku indigenous community, the school itself has been deemed unsafe during previous building inspections. But now, thanks to Tzu Chi, both the school students and community residents will be safe from harm.
From late night September 15th till the morning of the 17th, a total of some 40 earthquakes occurred around Hualien, Taiwan, setting the record for the most noticeable tremors over the past 3 years. Though designated as an evacuation center, Jiaming Elementary School of Hualien itself has been deemed unsafe.
Back in 2009, some reinforcements were made to the school to better prepare it against earthquakes. But still, the structural integrity of the buildings is worrisome.
The school's activity center serves as an indoor assembly hall and gym during rainy days. It has also become a temporary shelter for community residents during typhoons.
The school has a total of 75 people. During normal use, we already feel like we are running out of space. If community residents come here as well, we will definitely feel very cramped.
Due to the school's limited space, the kitchen also doubles as the weaving classroom. Inside, what should be a spacious room is actually quite tightly packed. Students basically have to sit right next to each other, and right behind them are towering cabinets, so there is really no extra space in here.
The class, established 14 years ago, teaches female students from 3rd to 6th grade to weave in the traditional Turiku way. The school's janitor, Chen Meihui, underwent training to become the class's instructor.
You have to press down on the top threads. If the lines run, it will ruin your work. Most of our students here are indigenous people, so weaving is a part of their heritage. By learning how to weave properly, whether in middle or high school, or even when they start working later, they remember that they have already learned to weave back in elementary school.
However, teaching these youngsters to weave well has proven to be quite a challenge.
Children just cannot weave as well as adults, so we decided to turn the children's disadvantage to their advantage instead. We decided that they can turn their cloths into an art display.
Thus, students take the cloths they have woven and turn them into visually stunning artwork, which introduced a brand new way for people to embrace indigenous weaving. Still, everyone looks forward to more spacious classrooms.
Every time when we come in, it smells funny here. Perhaps it won't smell as bad if it's bigger.
If the classroom is bigger, we can put more things inside and more people can learn as well.
To help make the classrooms bigger and safer, the Tzu Chi Foundation has decided to rebuild the school.
Not only do we need to bring out the fireworks to celebrate, most importantly, our fear for school's safety will be pacified. Not only will this benefit our students, but all future generations to come as well.
The Tzu Chi Foundation is building us new buildings, and every one of our faculty is truly excited. By then, we'll have our own designated weaving room where children can learn free of this feeling of heaviness.
Tzu Chi's school rebuilding project is weaving together a safety net so all students, community residents, and future generations will be safe from harm.
Next to me, a brother-sister pair, Chen Kai-heng and Chen Jingwei from Malaysia, who have been vegetarian since birth. At a young age, the pair has learned the importance of treating all animals with love and respect.
To them, animals are breathing and living creatures just like us, and they're very adorable. They often tell me, animals are so adorable and they're our friends. Why would anyone want to eat them?
可以吃鸡肉吗？
不可以。
为什么？
因为那鸡会当爸爸妈咪不见了。
哦，是鸡不见了，爸爸妈咪找不到它，对吗？
对。
哦，然后爸爸妈咪找不到它会怎样？
那时候我们是在车上。
The one time we were parked in front of a store that sells chicken. Just as the vendor was about to chop the chicken, the children happened to witness it and screamed out in terror.
然后哥哥跟妹妹两个都会在那边喊：“
不要，不要吃这个，不要这个。”
因为我本身吃素。
I'm a vegetarian and I continued being a vegetarian during both of my pregnancies. Naturally, my children also became vegetarians when they were born, and that has never been an issue for them. They're both very energetic and enjoy the outdoors a lot. They're very active and very healthy too.
操、爬地，然后那个精神总是精神奕奕的，然后体力也非常好。小动物就是好像是他的朋友。
My children view little animals as their friends, and they're naturally drawn to them, especially my daughter. Whenever she sees a dog, she'll greet it and say, "Hello, dog." When she sees birds, she'll go up to it and say, "Hello, little bird." Both of them have very good temperaments, and they're a pleasure to be around, whether at home or at school.
In celebration of the 15th anniversary of the Jing Si Books and Cafe in Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers from Johor Bahru visited local communities, showcasing a variety of Jing Si food products in schools, Tzu Chi recycling stations, and vegetarian restaurants. Volunteers hope that their efforts may inspire more people to practice a healthier and more eco-friendly lifestyle.
At this local Tzu Chi recycling station in Johor Bahru, besides promoting environmental conservation, volunteers are also showing members of the public how they can lead an eco-friendly lifestyle.
Tzu Chi's Jing Si products are good for seniors like us, and they are widely accepted by most people. They are easily digestible. I have the Jing Si multigrain instant mix for breakfast every morning, and it is very filling. When I don't have enough time to prepare breakfast for my children, this is what I make for them as well.
Known for its health benefits and convenience, Jing Si food products are widely accepted by the general public throughout Malaysia. Jiang Jinman shares her reasons for her love of Jing Si food products.
I used to have high cholesterol, but it's come down now since I've started consuming Jing Si food products. I go for the sugar-free instant mixes as they are healthier. My favorite is the yam-flavored instant mix.
Volunteers visited schools and vegetarian restaurants in their communities to promote healthy and delicious vegetarian eating.
You volunteers have told us that this instant rice was manufactured by the masters of the Jing Si Abode. We should also try to promote it, but it's great if we can form kind affinities with others, right?
I fell in love with the Jing Si multigrain instant mix the moment I tried it. It's natural and healthy, so I recommend it to all my friends.
Every year, we're invited by schools to showcase and promote our products. It started out being 10 schools, then 20. By July of this year, we have already visited 27 schools.
Tzu Chi volunteers use their own ingenuity to create simple yet delicious dishes, hoping to encourage more people to put green concepts and their love for the planet into practice.
To raise more funds to help those in greater need, Tzu Chi volunteers in Indonesia recently held a charity sale inside a shopping mall in Batam. Let's take a look. Inside a bustling shopping mall in Batam, Indonesia, one can see a group of Tzu Chi volunteers making mooncakes to promote Jing Si products to members of the public. Tzu Chi volunteers not only put on a demonstration of how to make Chinese desserts, but also showcase books published by the foundation.
Many people that come to buy our books are not first-timers. Some told me that our books inspired them a lot, so they came to purchase our books again this year. We also introduce our books to those who are not familiar with Tzu Chi, and recommended books for them.
While the volunteers sell their homemade mooncakes, a group of children from a local orphanage performed Tzu Chi sign language songs.
Ini dengan lagu Satu Keluarga, Ingwe Ni Ingwe Wo.
Tiga lagu tersebut, yang mana Asra paling suka?
Satu keluarga.
Satu keluarga. Kenapa ya?
Karena menunjukkan kalau kita, biarpun kita semuanya berbeda-beda, tetapi kita semua itu sama, satu keluarga. Jadi setelah tahu kita akan.
We used to go to the orphanage on a regular basis. So when I heard of the charity sale, I asked the directors of the orphanage if they could bring the orphans here to attend our charity sale. They told me that they were very happy to be a part of this meaningful event.
Thanks to the event, this group of orphans not only experienced the joy of giving, but also realized that love is without boundaries. In the Philippines, to celebrate Teachers' Day in a more meaningful way, a group of teachers visited the Tzu Chi Great Love campus located in Santa Mesa. During their visit, they not only learned ways to give unwanted items a second chance at life, but also good moral values that they can pass on to their students. A group of teachers visit the Tzu Chi Great Love campus in Santa Mesa as a way to celebrate Teachers' Day in the Philippines.
We saw so many beautiful items made of recycled PET bottles. We want to show some samples to our students, so we'll take some home with us.
These handicrafts made of recycled plastic bottles have caught the teachers' attention. Next, the teachers try their hands at writing boats built with recycled PET bottles.
I could teach them to value.
I will teach my students to cherish the environment and make sure they give unused items a new lease on life. If we don't do so, we will cause more damage to the planet.
The Tzu Chi Foundation has shared these good moral values with us. This experience will definitely help us when we pass on these values to our students.
Thanks to the visit, these teachers have learned more about environmental protection and promise to pass on the lessons to their students. The Garden of Hope Foundation held its 13th annual Formosa Daughters Award and the 3rd annual Asian Girl Rights Award ceremonies on October 11th. This year, 43 girls were nominated, with 14 of them winning the awards. Among the winners was Wang Xinglei, who wants to combine medicine and technology to alleviate human suffering. But first, let's meet another award winner, Yang Pei-ying, who aspires to become a scientist dedicated to environmental technology.
These girls sing loudly and clearly at the opening of the 13th annual Formosa Daughters Award ceremony.
We hope to inspire girls to embrace courage and responsibility while having the courage to explore. We hope every girl can be herself, bravely be herself.
The 2015 Formosa Daughters Award winner in the field of math and technology is Yang Pei-ying, who's a 9th grader in Yilan. Yang aspires to become a scientist in the field of environmental technology because she wants to conserve the beautiful scenery of Taiwan.
I think it depends. Girls can explore the sciences just as well as boys. Maybe because girls think differently from boys, they will invent something different.
While Wang Xinglei was the winner of Formosa Daughters Award in the field of courage and adventure, Wang, who's recognized for her English writing ability at school, wants to combine medicine and technology to alleviate suffering.
I am a Taiwanese daughter and I am a woman. I can help more people with these qualities.
Besides the Formosa Daughters Awards, the 3rd annual Asian Girl Rights Award ceremony was also held. This year, one of the nominees is a karate coach, Shopna Sathi from Bangladesh, who encourages girls to learn karate so they can protect themselves against violence and fight for gender equality.
We go to Hualien, Taiwan at the end of the show, where staff members of Tzu Chi's educational mission and students of Tzu Chi University School of Postbachelorate Chinese Medicine gather to make delicious and healthy steam buns on behalf of those who will be attending this year's Dharma Lineage Intensive Training Seminar, which will be held from October 16th to the 18th. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.